What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan, the Vinyl Geezer, hanging out with you for at least one more video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some records that I forgot I had. Yeah, so I was going through Discogs, just trying to come up with some kind of idea to put a video together. I knew I wanted to put a video together today because I didn't last weekend. I didn't really get a chance. I've been so busy. As a lot of you know, I'm a teacher and the school year's winding down, so we're really coming down to the end. I've been doing a lot of stuff. We had prom this past week. Just been so busy. Just so many different things going on. Didn't really have a chance to do a video last weekend. So this morning, this early afternoon, I was just like sitting around trying to think, like, what can I talk about? I watched Dylan from Noble Records. He did a good video on burnout, and I thought that was a really good video. And I thought maybe we'll touch on some of that in the future, because it's not that I'm getting burnout, but it's definitely my collecting is slowing. And I'm noticing this by checking out my Discogs. I was looking through my Discogs. I always add every single record that I get to my Discogs, and it's really significantly slowed down. And I don't know if that's due to burnout or not, but we'll probably cover that in a later video. But I was looking through my Discogs, and I was like, oh, I totally forgot I had that record, and I really enjoy that one. And it's, and so I started going through, and I started realizing that there's a lot of records that I just forgot that I bought, or they might have been in there for a year and a half, 2 years, and I completely forgot that I bought them. Maybe I listened to them once. They might have got like stuck in between a couple of records. You know, sometimes they get pushed back, and I don't have like backstops on any of my IKEA shelves. So sometimes records just get kind of pushed through, and it's just, they get lost in the collection. After, sometimes being convinced that somebody came in and just stole my Iggy and the Stooges record or something, and it was just kind of like pushed in too far. But anyway, so I thought I'd talk about some records that I totally forgot I had that are pretty cool. And, I don't know. We'll just talk. I just forgot that I had these. Here at the top of the stack is a 7-inch. And I don't show 7 inches. It's because my 7-inch collection is it's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 records. I have 9 7-inch records, and a lot of those just come in as a bonus, like a bonus 7-inch that you would get, like in that Stevie Wonder record. You know the one I'm talking about, with a bonus 7-inch in there. The Stevie Wonder record that it's going to drive me crazy if I don't get. What is the name of this record? It's got a bonus 7-inch in there. Songs in the Key of Life. My goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I'll take like the 7-inch out. And there's some like Ryan Adams in there. Or Tears for Fears from their newest album, The Tipping Point, stuff like that. So a lot of bonus. But this one I actually bought on purpose. And that, you guys that know me may know that my favorite film in the entire world is The Shining. Of all time, I think it's a masterpiece. It is definitely a masterpiece of modern horror, done by the late great Stanley Kubrick. I could start probably a YouTube channel just talking about The Shining. I could probably, because I'm just really obsessed with it, and I love everything about it. Everything from my coaster here is a Shining coaster. My mouse pad here is a Shining mouse pad. I'm absolutely just in love with this, and if you notice, I like the carpet stuff. So yeah, I got The Shining. It's a 7-inch The Shining special, done by Water Tower Music. It's the Rocky Mountains theme, and it's the main title theme for The Shining. And it's on this cool multicolor that matches the carpet. And I've ran into it a couple of times, but I have a hard time sometimes spending a lot of money on records. And if you guys are, the Shining soundtrack's definitely a grail to me, but I'm not going to give like $150 for it. It's not going to happen. I'll eventually find another deal, or they'll eventually reissue it, as a lot of horror stuff is getting reissued. But this is the 7-inch The Shining. There was 2 of them that I could pick from. There was a yellow one with a yellow cover, and it was like the Room 237 carpet that was the multicolor. And there was this one that was the main hallway carpet color, and so I've already gone on too much about that. But these were like $15 a piece, and I just didn't feel like spending $30 on the same record, just variant. And the funny thing is that they accidentally sent me 2 of them instead of 1. So I get one that I could listen to, and one that I could put up for, collecting and artwork purposes. So anyway, yeah, completely forgot that I got that. I think I got that in Christmas of 2021, and I kind of forgot about it because I don't really mess with my 7-inch records that much. But not a bad little pressing if you can find it. It's pretty cool. It does the trick. This one I bought last year. I didn't do any research. I didn't check any stores. I was just on eBay, and I saw that The Perfect Circle Mare de Gnome was reissued. And so I bought it, and I spent too much for it. And then this was listed as the old one, which was the gatefold and done very well at Capitol Vaults. This is awful. Did I talk about this? I may have talked about this record in a previous video. I kind of forgot I had it because, honestly, if you could look at that, you could tell it's a terribly done reissue of this. It's very low res scan image, and it doesn't even have, like, my favorite song on the record is Sleeping Beauty, and the version that it has is an acoustic version. And so I got really ticked off at the seller on eBay for listing it as the wrong thing, and I sent it up the ladder because you should know what you got when you're listing on eBay. If I was ever sell on eBay, record collectors, and I'm not going to sell something that's even going to take that chance. And anyway, he refunded most of my money back for it. I ended up keeping it, and this actually got recalled by a couple of, I know Music Direct recalled it, and then I guess it is an official pressing, but it appeared unofficial. It doesn't sound terrible, but it's just really kind of put a really bad taste in my mouth. And I think I've just kind of like, I won't listen to it. I want the Capitol Vaults one. That's the one I want, the original Mare de Gnome that came out years ago. And I wish they would go ahead and do that and take the time to do that properly. Anyway, yeah, completely forgot I had it. Probably because I put it out of my mind because it was a bad experience. This is the one that kind of stoked this idea. I had totally forgot that I had finally found a decent copy of Rush's Power Windows. I love this record. You guys know me. I'm a synth guy. Synth goes big and awesome, and I love it. And this is a great Rush record that I've listened to just a couple of times, and then it got lost in my collection. I haven't seen it, and probably bought this about a year ago, I would imagine. So, yeah, and just to let you know, I am going to spin all of these, because I forgot that I had them, and now I want to listen to them. All except for the Perfect Circle. Probably not going to listen to that one. It doesn't sound bad. It's just kind of a principle thing. It's like, I was really unhappy with that reissue that they did. This one, Stone Temple Pilots, Purple, completely forgot. Occasionally I'll buy a Walmart pressing of a record. Yes, I will. And this is Stone Temple Pilots' Purple. It's a killer record through and through, and beautiful. They really did a good job on the Stone Temple Pilots records, looking great. This one actually sounds great as well. The core that I have by STP still is just, it sounds completely, it's just awful. But this sounds really good. But that core is also, it's also quite beautiful record to look at. It's got a really nice, love the colored vinyl variants that they do. Frank from 33 RPM, channel 33 RPM, just did a video on Walmart reissues and Walmart records, and they're pretty good. I try not to buy my stuff from Walmart, but occasionally, you're in there and you find yourself over there and you're like, hey, I don't have Purple, but I forgot that I bought this, so I remember that it sounds pretty good. Purple's a killer record. Haven't listened to it for a while, so going to refresh that one as well today. What else did I forget that I had? Yeah, I went to, this one. I forgot that it was in the pile. This one's just destined to be forgotten, and it shouldn't be under any circumstance. Found this at Wax Trax in Denver last summer, and I had been looking for it, and they had two copies. They had an American version and a UK version. I picked up the UK version. It's the Icicle Works. Yeah, Whisper to a Scream. Huge song off of this record. This is a great new wave, post-punk record. It's really catchy. It sounds amazing. I remember that I really dug this record, and I had been looking for it for a long time, and this just got pushed in between, like, some records. I listen to a lot of Japan, and it's close to Japan, and I think it just got kind of pushed in too far. So definitely going to dig this and play it today. So yeah, this is the UK pressing of the Icicle Works debut record from, I want to say this was like 1985, 1986 this came out. But I can't find any dates on it. So on the old Beggar's Banquet label there, and the Icicle Works. Yeah, you guys, if you're unfamiliar with them, check out the song "Whisper to a Scream." It's killer, and you've probably heard it before. It's one of those songs that kind of fly under the radar. This one I picked up in Boulder last year at a place called Paradise Found Records. And I'm still looking for, and I can't find, Only Theater of Pain by this band, Christian Death. And this is the When Kiss Pictures. This is not with Roz. This is after Roz had moved on, and the other singer, and his name is escaping me right now. It's kind of a strange name, but this is actually pretty decent. If you're into Christian Death is they're a death rock band. There's no other way to really put it. This is the When Kiss Pictures, and I'm totally blanking on the singer's name right now, but this came on this dark green vinyl, and it actually looks pretty cool, and it sounds pretty good. And I had kind of forgotten that I had that. I mean, it's going to sound as good as it was recorded. I want to say this came out in 85, 86 as well. So yeah, Christian Death and the When Kiss Pictures. Yeah, cool cover, very creepy, and I dig me some Christian Death. The Roz Williams stuff, though, Only Theater of Pain, is just an amazing record that really influenced a whole bunch of people. I mean, that it continues to influence. I mean, some of the guitar work on that, it's just incredible. The arrangements, the way Roz sang with that vocal fry, he had that rah, and just very good stuff. Check out Christian Death if you ever get a chance. I still don't have Only Theater of Pain. This one completely forgot that I found this. This was late 2021. I remember now because I had just had surgery, and this popped up, and I was kind of like limping in a store, and it was kind of a terrible situation. It was right around Christmas, right around New Year's 2021, and that's Please by the Pet Shop Boys. This is a killer album. I mean, this is just straight good the entire way through. Pet Shop Boys brought a different kind of brand of synth pop in. This is more reminiscent of stuff you might hear from like Information Society. It kind of has that production value of that. But these are the guys that started it. And I mean, this is just West End girls on this record. But the whole record is really good. And I can't wait to dive back into that one today. So, but yeah, those are just some records that I forgot about. And I did want to talk about one that was just recently reissued and the latest pickup that we've had. And get this while you can, guys, because it was released once before, and these were going for like $200. And that's Audioslave's Out of Exile. It was recently reissued, and it comes on a 2 vinyl. There's no inserts or anything. It just comes in 2 polyline sleeves. But it was pressed the same factory that MOV does all their pressings, and it's an import, so it's going to cost a little more. If Audioslave's an important band to you, like they are to me and my wife, this is an important record to have. Out of Exile, great record. Audioslave really coming into their own on this one. They don't really just sound like Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell singing anymore. They're kind of turning into their own band. Be Yourself is on this record, and I can't think of it now. I'm blanking on the name of the song, but because it doesn't remind me of anything. It was also a great song on this record, but just the whole record really it's a great rock and roll record. You guys should own it if you dig Chris Cornell, Rage, Audioslave, grunge, post-grunge, stuff like that, whatever. But anyway, yeah, clocking in a little longer of a video than I wanted to do. I was really shooting for more like around 15 minutes, but thanks for hanging out. And thanks for all the recent subs, and you guys are watching my videos, and man, I thank you so much for taking the time to watch as the sub count just keeps kind of like gently climbing. And when I hit 400, I kind of have a plan of something that I want to do, that I've been wanting to do for a while, just kind of setting a kind of goal, is that if I hit 400 subs, I'm going to do something. It's kind of an ambitious project that I want to do, but it's something that I'm going to do if I ever do hit that 400 sub mark. So anyway, if you guys have made it this far, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share, hit the bell, do all the things, whatever. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Once again, you guys take it easy. Keep digging them records. If you want to, you can check this video out. This is your personal algorithm. So this video, and if you haven't subbed, go ahead and hit this button right here. Sub for me. Okay, thanks. You guys take it easy. Sub to Giza. Give him some watches. I love you all. Peace. Goodbye.